got juice like a Fanta. How you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Mark Barron.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 45 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Darrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Chiefs 7, Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at
Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Lindsay, the ball carrier.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
47-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
To Tim Patrick.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From midfield, here's Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Broncos nothing.
But I can't go, no I can't go, and whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact,
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Lindsay on the toss left. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Broncos.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this run.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
3rd and 10.
The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The tackle there by Mark Barron. We're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Complete to Demarcus Robinson.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down.
It's a game.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
Mahomes.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the Broncos 27.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
25.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Justin Simmons.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to number 10.
Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Chiefs 14. Broncos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
We got 3, fellas, we got
3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Kicking off for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
Now I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A quick hitter to Sherman, the fullback. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
Mahomes pass.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as the backs.
To throw again on the 45.
Run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Mahomes.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll hand this one off to Gordon, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Lindsey, the ball carrier. Damian Wilson on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Locke to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Chiefs 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
25, Melvin.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
24-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was taken down by...
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Chiefs on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
And the first
throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mahomes firing complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 yards.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Got an open man. It's Washington. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Second and short now following the fumble. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
8-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Washington. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Broncos 24. Chiefs 21.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout.
It's a gain of 6.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Throwing his lock on third down. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
10 at the 29-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Broncos take over first and 10. At their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game.
A 1-yard line.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Denver, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be back home next week for a date with...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?